to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain your week. Got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in the question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This king of hamburguesas of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G., and my grimacy podcast partner, the Adios Amigos of podcast Benvenidos, Winter Trash Monk the Thizzard.
Come to Burger King and show what we have to offer. Eat a burger and a big old Whopper. Oh,
Bars. Was that the Limp Bizkit version of the Burger King commercial?
Jiggy bangy.
Wow. It just went right to Kid Rock, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no. What do we do?
She liked the nookie. I don't know.
Do you know what that means?
No, I don't want to say it. Never mind. No, I didn't say it. America, no!
Get yourself in trouble, man. Oh no.
I'm gonna be in the paper. Anyways.
That's okay. I'd rather be in the paper than not in the paper. All publicity is good publicity,
no.
Right?
Okay. Pet peeve sayings. I don't like that saying because it makes it sound like, well, Bill Cosby's stock is through the roof.
Man. When's the last time you had Jello pudding?
Not in a while. But I did comment on what. Well, first, let me introduce myself. I'm Trash Monk the Third. Trash Monk, Trash Monk, I won! And I'm coming at you live from the trash bunker with my trash food all around me.
Yeah.
Drinking trash water. And okay, back to trash people. So, Bill Cosby show, removing Bill Cosby and like doing like a digital insertion. I said, why don't they just remove Bill Cosby and add like Sinbad? Would you still watch the Cosby show if it has like Sinbad playing Cosby, playing Dr. Huxtable?
Wouldn't that be the weirdest thing ever?
I'm wanting anything that will let me watch the Cosby show again.
You know what? You need to do one of those deep fakes and just put Keanu Reeves' face over Bill Cosby. Just watch the series that way.
Right. Well, I was like, the surest way to get everyone to hate you in 2019 would be to remove Bill Cosby and add like Jim Carrey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do that. You can't just rip Ed O'Neill from Married with Children and just put like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in there and expect no one to like notice or something.
Right?
Weird. Wasn't there a movie where Kevin Spacey filmed like 95% of the movie, but then all this controversy came up and they literally had to recast his role and reshoot all of his shots? Like, they pretty much made the movie twice.
I think the movie's called House of Oopsies.
Land of the Whoops.
Everyone knew was a suspect.
Wow, that's a top 10 right there. Top 10 movies that had to be made twice. There's at least 10.
Like digitally remove Kevin Spacey and add William Dafoe.
Right? And then they're like, oh no, double whoopsie.
No, don't say that about William Dafoe.
Willem. It's Willem.
Willie Foe.
Willie Fofo.
Yeah.
Willem Defoe.
Oh, so the second phrase I don't like is it's better, Let me mute I'm just going to say the saying. I'm going to say the saying and then you can interact with it and I'll mute my phone.
Okay.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I hate that.
I have to live my life by that because I'm super nice, both in business and in real life. And, I would say fortune favors the brave. I don't know if you like that one either. But sometimes you just got to do it, man, and see what happens. Sometimes you just got to jump into the pool of water You can't ask for permission to jump into the pool of water. Sometimes you just got to do it, man.
Right.
Feet first. You can't be. I think it's what it's boiling down to is you just can't be sheepish with life decisions. Sometimes you just gotta.
Right, but
do things.
So something has happened in the last couple of years that has like seeped into the ether where I hear everyone using it. It started off with I believe a Navy admiral who said that. She said it, and then it turned into like a business model, which is very interesting. Business model,
whatever you want,
Wolf on Wall Street. Then there's like today, like in current times in our little town, I hear both, like the person who has like a pretty standard living situation, like a pretty good living situation, but still saying, well, better ask for permission than for forgiveness. And then I also asked the person who is a drug addict who is like stealing stuff or like trying to get a one up or like just trying to get his way and going, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do this. Oh, well, it's better to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Well,
like, no, it's because you're doing trash behavior.
Those are two extremes, man.
Yeah.
Anybody can use any saying and meld it for evil. You know what I mean? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Right.
Someone could literally be squeezing birds in both of their hands. Going,
I would just say people should reel it in a bit.
Well, you give a person an inch, they take them out. I'm just going to keep saying sayings until this stops being the topic. Because you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. Yeah. I do want to talk about something.
What I need is new razors from Dollar
Shave Club. One day we're going to get a sponsor. It's going to be the coolest sponsor ever. Future-proofing our sponsorships. Wink. So something happened that was magical at the end of last week's episode. It was a magical thing that I refuse to not bring up on this podcast. I don't care how long this episode goes. I have to talk about this.
I don't remember what happens after we're done recording. So you gotta let me know.
I super remember. So, there's always the after podcast afterglow where two hosts kind of mentally break down, that was a good show, whoop de whoop. And so I said, Winter, Trash Monk the Third, Winter, I need you to watch a video for me. I need you to do it. Because Winter's always sending me like these interesting music videos. The voice of Memphis and all that.
Have some value.
I'm not gonna acknowledge that. So I sent Winter a video to watch that I needed him to watch. And the video is called Rubber.Johnny by Aphex Twin. And Winter couldn't finish the video. Why couldn't you finish it, Winter?
Because it was terrible. Like, first of all, I wanted to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
And then added this. You sent me weird, like, a weird video.
Uh-huh.
And
was it derogatory?
No.
What would you say that it was against any of your values as a person?
No.
So why was it weird?
Like, G?
What about it was? I'm just inquiring.
I'm gonna just dox you. Okay.
I'm not gonna go off this until you tell me why it was weird, dude. Rubber.Johnny by Aphex Twin, directed by Chris Cunningham.
I don't like I don't like the music, okay?
You don't like techno, bro?
No, I do not. So that was a hard sell for me already.
Okay.
I didn't connect it to not a linear plot line into what I was being shown.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. I mean, Quentin Tarantino does it, but he does it Quentin Tarantino well.
Yeah.
And then also there's just weird guy in a wheelchair.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't need that. Man. It's like if you're saying, well, I don't need Voice of Memphis, I'm willing to not give you any more links.
No, it's not even about that. I just felt like you've been sharing so much goodwill with me. You've been sharing so many videos.
And then you decide to show me something, and it's one of the worst videos I've seen in a while.
That's the thing, is like I needed to share it with you. I felt so
But, like, it wasn't even like bad and like a funny bad. Like, I like watching videos who are like really bad, like cringe fest.
Yeah.
Women eating like combs. I like the
But you couldn't handle Rubber Johnny, directed by Chris Cunningham, music by FX Twin.
And the more you talk about it, the more it makes me worried about you.
See, and that's something I kind of wanted to talk about. And I'll go into my weeks. I'll go into my week. I usually go into your week first, but I'll get my week out the way.
Good.
Is that there's a thing about me, Mike G, that I came to terms with this weekend, is that I have an overactive imagination. I have a very overactive imagination. I always have. And sometimes I say things that aren't real, right? Sometimes I say things that are lies. Not lies, but they're just not real. They're figments of my imagination. They're beautiful ideas. So what happens with people who know me is that sometimes they don't believe what I'm talking about, especially when I say something that's real, because most of the things I talk about are weird and nerdy and stuff like that. So I was hanging out with a friend this weekend, and I also brought up a video called Salad Fingers. Have you ever heard of Salad Fingers?
Oh, of course you know that. Okay.
Yeah. And they were like, that's not real. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Mike, I can't talk to you sometimes because I don't know what's real and what isn't when you're talking. Like, Salad Fingers is real. He loves rusty spoons. I like rusty spoons.
That's old school. You're old.
I'm super old. So I had to put it on for them and share not Rubber Johnny.
Do you believe in love?
Do you believe? I had to share Salad Fingers with them to prove that I'm not crazy. And that was kind of a Rubber Johnny kind of situation I had with Winter, because everybody needs to watch Rubber Johnny at least.
Now, I like Salad Fingers.
Salad Fingers rules, dude.
Yeah, it's very weird, and it's like a good introduction to, you want to see, like, you want a little taste of what YouTube can get sometimes.
Yeah. I love falling into YouTube holes like that, where it's just like, what's this Marble Hornets thing? And next thing you know, you're watching 90 episodes of OG Slenderman.
Yes.
You know
now, no, you go down the rabbit hole of, what is it called? Incel?
Oh, geez, that's the wrong rabbit hole, my man. That's a rough one, dude.
5 reasons why women suck.
That's a life altering.
They don't love me.
Step 1, they don't love me.
Lesson 2.
What?
They don't love me as much as I love them.
I love them. And then he mutates into like a Cronenberg.
Quadrant 3.
Reason 3, subsection A3.
Yeah.
Reasons why. But I just want to share this with you. So some of you out there who are within the sound of my voice are going to say, what's Rubber Johnny? And then unfortunately, you're going to have to watch it. And I just want to kind of put out a Rubber Johnny challenge. Can you sit through the whole video? I want to know how many of you out there can sit through the whole video of Rubber Johnny. It's not long. It's very old. It's like 90s, 2000s for some of those out there. It's not raunchy or full with cuss words. It's just weird. And I need to know those of you out there who can handle Rubber Johnny. Hashtag finish Rubber Johnny. And later that night, I texted Winter and I said, finish.rubber.johnny. And he sent me an angry gift and went to sleep. He said, no. That was that. But I just wanted to bring that out because I like exposing new things to the Nerdiverse, and that is a dark corner of it.
So you like exposing new things to the Nerdiverse. So let's go down the TMZ lot.
Oh my goodness.
So, any famous people sightings in the rich and famous Los Angeles?
First of all, every time we do this, you've been to Los Angeles, right?
Once. No, twice. I went to Riverside.
That doesn't count. Riverside is Riverside.
No, it's Los Angeles, dude.
Jeez Louise. So no, I haven't seen any famous people, celebritars in the past week. Winter, I haven't seen anyone. I've been out to the boot. I've been driving here, there, and everywhere. I haven't run into anyone this time around. Not this time around.
But you are looking.
Always. Because I live in Los Angeles, so you just trip and fall over Taylor Swift. Or
no, I feel it's not going to be Taylor Swift. I think it's more going to be like Eric Roberts or Tom Green.
or just Richard Gere.
I think it's more going to be Tom Green because I believe he lives in Burbank, and that's also in Los Angeles, right?
I would not want to run into Tom Green. Burbank doesn't count either, dude.
Or I don't know how I went Price is Right because that's also in Burbank.
It's also in Burbank.
Yes. Which is also in LA. So
everybody should go on Price is Right at least once.
If I think it's more Minute to Win, or not Minute to Win, the Wayne Brady one. Let's make a deal.
Is that the one where everyone dresses up in costumes?
Yeah.
I'll be scared to go on that. Because what if they call me up there and I have to...
What's your costume? I'm the Sith Lord, Thanos.
Yeah, what if I go up there and I'm just a Cenobite with blood teeth and stuff? Like they won't put me on.
Well, probably you don't want to. You're not going to get picked then. That's for sure. That's how you assure yourself. You got to be like a shortbread Polly Pot or whatever.
You have to be a Polly Pocket or like a leprechaun or something. You can't go up there being a bloodthirsty like wolf or something.
Or wear stereotypical race cultural clothing.
Wow, just like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. Good morning, my neighbor. Yeah. # watch Trading Places. Shout outs to Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Eddie Murphy. If you haven't seen that, watch it. Do it. What did you do this week, man?
Ooh, I watched some more Star Trek.
I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah. I've just finished the episode of season 2 where the Borg make an appearance, which is interesting because this is a prequel series.
This is Enterprise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is considered a sequel to the movie First Contact, this episode, where Borg actually went back in time and they were frozen in the Antarctic. In this episode, they're dug back up. And then in a matter of 5 minutes in the show, they already have a ship and they're already trying to go back to their cube. And they hint at, well, they probably won't reach that cube in 200 years.
Right in time.
You mean to tell me the next generation will have to deal with this? I'm like, shut your mouth.
Okay. And I can't have a deep conversation with you about this until you've completed your Star Trek journey. So I'm just going to bite my tongue for now.
And I'm thinking about Babylon 5, folks. Okay, go on.
You have your hands full with Star Trek. You have a long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
Yeah, man. What else? What else you do besides you're just engulfing copious amounts of Star Trek?
I've been reading books. I'm looking at different script writing opportunities. I'm taking a break from the comic writings for people to catch up.
Whatever.
And
I work hard, dude.
Not you. I mean, talking about Guy Kim, your arch nemesis, Guy Kim.
Why you got to bring Guy Kim into this, bro?
I don't know.
I don't like him.
Yeah, and
he knows why.
He knows why. I'm taking the kids. I'm taking the kids, Guy Kim.
You ever heard the song "Adam's Song" by Blink-182?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What type of question is that?
Well, I have to ask these questions because you never know, man. You didn't know what Rubber.Johnny was.
Oh my goodness. Adam's Song. I used to play Adam's Song in high school.
Yeah, man, it's a good song to learn.
Had such better days. Damn, found alive.
Surprises always let me know she cares. Say it ain't so. I will not go.
Stay together for the kids.
Supersonic
makes no sense at all. I'll keep you holiday. Hope you.
Oh no! Remember Reckless Abandon?
No, I don't.
On and on, reckless abandon something.
Or
I left the scar size extra large.
Miss You. Where are you? And I'm so sick, tired. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
You have to say tonight.
Tonight. In Ventura Beach, California.
And this has been Blink 182 cast.
Yes.
Brought to you by MOTN.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How about the Mother's Day song?
741.
Would you be okay if I sung the Mother's Day song right now, Winter? Would you be okay with that?
Is that the one where they
just swear
bleep,
for like
bleep, I blanked your mom?
Yeah.
I didn't like that part of Blink 182.
What about the cursing song?
I don't like that one.
Where they don't even have lyrics. It's just raw cuss words in a row.
I put that in the category of Nirvana songs that I don't like. And I
what, like Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam?
No, well, that's them doing a cover. But it's there's another one where it's like moist lady part, wink wink, and I think they're talking about marijuana in the song, but you don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah. Before we go on, there's a medication that Winter is taking that makes him go to the bathroom. So I need to go. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay. Winter has to go pink, guys. So I am going to field this time.
Yeah, talk about your fighting games.
You know what? That I'm gonna save that for the news because you need to be here to understand the goodness of that.
Oh yes,
you need to
save
be
the torture.
Damn it! So as Winter has gone away to bathroom land to go boom boom, because that's what Winter needs to do, I'm going to talk to you as Mike G about the history of the word fuck. Normally, it was originated as to fornicate under consent of the king. And that means that this was back in medieval times. And if you wanted the right to fornicate, you had to stand before the king and the knights of the round, and the king would stand on this giant pedestal with a giant gold scepter with a jewel in the middle. And he would stare at you for like 15, 20 minutes. No words. If you say a word, you're disqualified. You get sent to the hounds and you're no longer in the grace of the king. But you have to just sit there and let the king stare at you. And then he's judging your worth. You know, he's looking at you. He's eyeballing you up and down. And the king will then look towards his most trustful knight. And his trustful knight will kind of give him like kind of a confirmation if he should let you fornicate. So the knight would be like, it's okay. Or the knight would be like, nah, man, not him, dude. Nah, he's not cool. And the king would then take that under advisement in the moment. And the king would either say, you have learned to fornicate. And he would then like knight you, but you wouldn't be a knight. You'd just be able to like do it. And then you can go like prosper and grow a family and stuff. But if you weren't blessed by the king, and the king would just, all he would say is, take him away. And then they would castrate you like outside, like not in the throne room because that's messy and smelly and stuff, but they would take you outside and castrate you in front of the masses. And it was a 50-50, you know? Do you want to have children or do you want to just play it safe and not fornicate at all? You know? Those were the options of the medieval ones back in the day. And if you were caught fornicating and the king did not decree your availability to do the nasty, then you would be hunted by the king's men, and you and your significant other would be on the lam and have to leave the kingdom and like pick up your valuables and sneak out under the veil of night into another kingdom and hope that king's more lenient. Because the fornicate under consent of the king rule was not across the entire land. It just depends on
the land.
Talk about that.
We don't talk about that. No.
But we don't talk about that. That was Michael's weird history minute that Winter will never know because he doesn't listen to this podcast after I put it out.
That is correct. I don't listen to my voice, folks.
I have to listen to our voices.
I know. Thank you for biting the bullet there.
It has to be done. So, in that case, on that note, let's go to the polls. Always goes back to Bullworth, guys. Always. Ghetto superstar. That is what you are. Sorry.
With Amir Baraka as the hold on, I already used that. We
already had the jokes about Baraka running for president, and he has sharp teeth and he claws the competition. We already been through that.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Tarkatan, and Tarkatans are slaves under the rule of Shao Kahn. Fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of fighting games, Evolution 2019 was this year, which got me in a fighting games mood because guess what? Mike G loves fighting games.
You do?
Yeah.
No fooling?
No fooling. Gosh darn it, Willikers. And I did a poll about fighting games because guess what we're talking about for the majority of the news? Fight games.
Save me! Somebody save me!
This is the fight cast, and Winter has to.
My soul.
And Winter has to sit here and deal with the awesome fighting game news that's been bestowed.
Reset button, somebody.
Nope. When it's in the fighting games, nope. Do you really like them? Yep. So I did a poll asking the Nerdiverse, what's your favorite fighting game franchise of all time? And the options were Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter,
Hadouken, and the green dude.
The green. In the Fat Man. In Smash. Speaking of the Fat Man, Smash Brothers. Nintendo Smash Brothers. Yeah. And even though you hate fighting games, Winter, is there a favorite fighting game that you like? The ones that you've been toyed with?
So the two on there that I had the most time with is Tekken. I remember getting 100% on Tekken Tag Tournament.
Hell yeah. See?
And easy there, Tiger. And then Smash Brothers, I remember. I just like how there's a competitive scene where people can go town to town doing competitions like a poker player.
But you balk at the idea of talking about EVO, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world.
I just balk at how much news there is about.
There's a lot of news.
There's a new character that makes your X turn into a Y, and it's blue instead of green.
I will spare you, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that.
And where's the celebrity deathmatch game? Where's the Clay Fighter game? Okay.
Clay Fighter needs to come back, but I will agree with you with that. But you'd be surprised that there was a 3-way tie between Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Smash Bros. All claiming 20% of the vote.
A Mexican standoff.
Guns at people's heads. Who's going to shoot? But the clear winner, was Tekken at 40% of the votes. People love them some Tekken, dude. It's the one franchise that hasn't really veered off course.
Right.
There's been bad Street Fighter games. There have been bad Mortal Kombat games. Honestly, there's been bad Smash Brothers games.
How about Capcom versus Marvel?
That's probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like my second favorite fighting game of all time. But I like when I do these polls, it's not about what I like, is I try to do the majority, the popular vote.
Yeah.
The names that
why haven't they done like a Baskin Robbins versus Carvel game?
What's Carvel?
Some Eastern United States ice cream company.
Well, there you go.
Fishy the fudge whale or ice cream cake.
Yep. See, you would have been done better if it was Baskin Robbins versus Cold Stone. Yeah,
but you need the Carvel for Mar.
Oh, as that rhymes with Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. You know what, Winner? I feel you.
I'm pretty much John Hamm.
You are John Hamm, and I am Alyssa Flockhart.
No, you're Mike Fatback.
Damn, is that my name? Except for Mike G and Mike Fatback for the rest of the
because I'm the ham, and you could be the Fatback, where there's a particular audience that will eat Fatback.
Am I that weird?
No, you're not.
Am I really?
I felt really bad saying fatback. I wanted to say bacon.
If
bacon
you're the ham, you're the Thanksgiving ham, right? That's at every table. But I'm the chitlins, right?
No, because no one should be eating that.
Really? Pro tip?
Austin might be the chitlin.
Oh, shots fired across the bow. You heard it here first.
I know. Well, I say that because I feel like he would get into it. Like he would sell it.
You're like, yeah,
yeah. Like
clean the shit out of me before you eat
it. Which is our custom.
Which is the way of our people. So to spare a winner, me talking about fighting games for the next hour, we're going to do a lightning round. Thank goodness. We're going to do a lightning round where I'm going to mention a topic. Winter gets to say yay or nay. If he says yay, we'll talk about it for a second. If he says nay, that's a clean, pushing, move on. But I get one veto. I get one veto between our video games and our movies news. Okay? Have you agreed to these rules, Winter?
Let us begin.
Fight. We're talking about fight games. Yeah. Actually, before we talk about fight games, we have to start our yay or nay with this article, which is famed ninja leaves Twitch to stream exclusively on Mixer. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Is this good? Is this a good look for him?
I don't know if Twitch streamers care if it's a good look or not.
I mean,
I think dollar signs might be good
for him. Yeah.
For him, yeah. And I think they'll definitely push people towards Mixer more. Like I think I read somewhere that when that was announced, there was like an increase in people downloading Mixer.
Yeah, because they want to see their boy, dude.
Right. Which is like bizarre to me that you have that loyal of an audience to go, let's try a completely different streaming platform.
Yeah.
To go watch our buddy Ninja move some pixels around. But I understand.
No, I have a couple of feelings about this.
Yeah.
One, do you think he's alienating his Twitch community by pretty much dumping them or forcing them to make a decision, like to leave Twitch to join him on Mixer?
Well, then I would have to. So in my mind, I go. So are people Twitch or Mixer streamers, or are they just streamers flat out?
Right.
So if they're streamers flat out, then Twitch and Mixer are just platforms that they're using to release their content. So his audience is going to stay with him no matter. He might lose a few numbers here and there, as I think has been shown. But he's still. I mean, if you're a streamer, then I would say this is totally okay. But if you find yourself like, no, I am attached to the brand of Twitch, and there are people that are, and they try hard, and that add the whole different level of things. But I'm concerned. There's some rumblings about Twitch being petty about stuff.
Yeah.
Like as Ninja left, they revoked his like certain credentials that he had.
Yeah. They pretty much banned him. Pretty much. Yeah. And that's Twitch being salty because a giant section of their revenue just walked out the door. Mm-hmm. Pretty much that's like Michael Jordan saying, yeah.
I believe it came out to be 0.7% of their revenue. Or like people watching the video content from that month.
That's what I'm saying. It may seem like a small number, but no, those are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yep. And my second question is that we all know that Ninja is the great blue whale in that ocean. Do you see other smaller Twitch streamers who are reliant on kind of piggybacking off his content to follow him? Yeah. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I do follow him and I like him as like Tim the Tap Man. You know about him?
No, I do not know Tim the Tap Man.
Tim the Tap Man is cool. Shout outs to Tim the Tap Man. But he streams a lot with the Ninja.
Yeah.
And with Lyric and with those dudes and with Summit and those guys. So do you see those guys being like, I got to go where Ninja goes because Ninja's where the money is right now?
Well, so they have let me move my mic a little closer.
Yeah.
They have two options here. They could go to Mixer and like enjoy like I am loyal to Ninja, and then that's that. And they're stuck where they are, until the foreseeable future. Or they can do the ballsy move, which is stay on Twitch and go like, hey, Ninja is gone. I'm now Nightja.
Yeah.
I'm now going to be the next Ninja for Twitch. And then Twitch is going to go, yeah, I don't like Ninja. Give this guy all the money.
Yeah, and and I like what you said there is that there's going to be a power vacuum, right? Someone has to fill that spot now. So I think these guys who are just under that are bringing in just under those numbers are going to be like, ooh, this is my time to shine, right? This is where Tim or Summit or Lyric can be like, I really got to step my game up because there's that power vacuum and I can just swoop into that spot and get those 1,000,000+7 views now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is, I think, another good way to approach it.
None of these people are people I follow, by the way, folks.
I follow a couple of them. I've followed a couple of them. You know?
I follow people that I play against on Rocket League. They go like, follow me on Twitch, and I follow them. I tell them that they're trash and that I leave. Then there's like other people that I've played Overwatch with and stuff.
There you go. That's kind of where I started following these guys was Overwatch, especially Tim. He played a lot of Overwatch, and I just dug his gameplay. He seemed like a chill dude. Mm-hmm. And then Fortnite came like the locust, like the first plague, and just took over everyone's stream if they wanted to actually make money at this thing. And it killed Overwatch, and it killed COD, and it killed pretty much anything else at the time. And I was like, and I don't necessarily like Fortnite. I don't like the gameplay. I don't like the look of it. I just don't like it. So I had to stop watching them cats. But I still respect them, and I still think that they do put on a good show. I just don't enjoy the game now. They are like financially obligated to play now. Because if you're not playing the popular game, your numbers are going to go down, right?
True.
And that sucks. So, yay or nay? And I kind of want to nay this myself, but I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
King of Fighters 15 teaser trailer, plus the Samurai Showdown new edition, Nina Maijikina, was announced at E3 this year.
Don't know what that means. Next.
Fair enough. King of Fighters 15, Soul Calibur 6 plus Samurai Showdown Season 2 reveal trailer. Yeah or nay?
Don't know what that. So are they both have their own separate seasons?
Yes. So Samurai Showdown is a fairly new game. Not new game.
Right.
It's an old game, but it had a new revision this year, and it was very good. Had a good showing at Evo. Watch the Evo playback. And Soul Calibur 6, of course, is Soul Calibur. It's one of the biggest fighting games in the world. So fighting games nowadays are
in your vote.
What?
You wasn't in your polls.
Well, it's not top 4. You can't ask someone off the street what. If you can ask someone off the street what Mortal Kombat is, and they'll know, but they're not going to know what Soul Calibur is. It's a popular vote, guys.
Yeah.
If I had my way, Guilty Gear would have made the vote, but no one knows what that is, right?
Nope.
You know what Guilty Gear is? Yep. Do they know? Nope.
Is this the new bit that you've done it 3 times already?
No, my boss put it in my head earlier. It's a song by E40, and it's like, "Are you a snitch? Nope. Do you want to get rich? Yep."
Did I already tell you the story of me going to E40's house?
Okay, Winter's Hollywood Minute. You just want to combo break the news to talk about that, man?
I guess. Just like I've been to E40's house for Halloween.
I got you. Okay, what happened, man? The news can wait. What happened, man?
So, my mom, there was a youth pastor that came into the area, and he was an ex record producer type dude, and he, my mom dropped off my sister and myself over at his house, and we're gonna go. They told that we're gonna go to this place that we used to live. So we're driving, and I'm just out in and out of it because I'm playing Game Boy or something like that, and we're going to the areas now where the McDonald's don't have dirt on the floors, but it's it's like we have a GameCube that you can play while you're waiting for your food, and there's lighted water, and then they're pointing over there. That's where MC Hammer lives, and his church is over here, so to say. So we're going farther and farther. We go into a gated community. And up on the hillside it was a kind of a large black dude, waist size, and he was dressed up as the Godfather
from wrestling.
The
The
I think it was
wrestling
more like
Godfather?
Don King, actually. So not really Godfather, but more like Don King looking, and he was smoking like a fake cigar. And we go into his house, and he's got like a pool table. He has a room that says "Keep Away." It's his recording studio. There's video poker, and then his son comes out, and I wanted to kick this son. I wanted to punch him out because he would beat me at the NBA game that goes, "He's on fire," and every time he would win, he would do a little dance around the room, and I wanted to just knock him out, like show some respect.
Just an obnoxious little shit.
Yeah. And then we played the Simpsons arcade game that they had there, and everything was fine. But but yeah, I met E40, and I didn't even have a clue who he was.
You were just there having a good time.
Yeah, like, oh, they got king size Snickers.
And they wrapped their Snickers with $5 bills. That's how you knew you were in like the rich neighborhoods.
Yeah. We're in the money.
That's how you make your big money there.
Yeah. And then it's like I wish I was like cognizant enough to like take photos.
But you didn't know. Like how would you know to take photos?
Exactly. Like I should have known, because like the more I think about it, there's like records on the walls.
You weren't thinking about
like,
that.
I've sold this many units, sort of thing.
You just got McDonald's. You're a kid who just had McDonald's, man. You were chilling.
And there's like a VHS 2 of E40 that came out that this guy had tons of them in his what do you call it, garage.
Yeah.
This record producer in California, in where I was living at.
Man.
They took us there, and it's like all his music videos, and some of it's like uncensored. Yeah.
40 water, shake them dreads, bro. Okay.
So
E40 time is over. We must return back.
Ever since then, I hated rap music.
Ever since then, I knew I was going to be a mother effing hustler. Yeah. Cassandra's back in Soul Calibur 6.
Pass.
Cassandra rules. Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Janemba, and Gogeta Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan had their official trailer.
Good for them. Pass.
It was cool. That was called what was the name of the Janemba movie? I don't remember. It was super good. It was like
Jumanji.
That was the movie with anyway, I'm not going to entertain that. Okay, I want you.
No, Lion King. Janemba. I just can't wait to Dragon Ball. Dun, 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 dun.
I would have saw the new live action movie of Janemba was in it.
Akuma Dragon Ball Zeta.
Imagine if Janemba was in the live action Lion King. He just was there. Okay, we're gonna play a pronunciation game. Read the title of the video game for the next article.
New Under Night in Birth game announced at EVO 2019.
Wrong. Try to say the name of the game again.
New Under Night in Birth.
Wrong.
New.
Okay.
Under.
Right.
Night.
Yeah.
In.
Yep.
Birth game.
Wrong.
In birth?
No, it's Under Night in Bath.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, moving on. Sorry, I just had to have a little fun with you there.
We have a little fun here. Yeah.
We're getting a new Guilty Gear game, dude. It looks amazing.
I don't even know what that game is.
That's why I said earlier, Guilty Gear would have not made the popular vote, dude. I love Guilty Gear.
Is it like an RTS or?
It was at some point. That's funny you mentioned that. Hashtag bring back Testament. Shout outs to Testament, Guilty Gear.
The band?
Yes. Actually funny, yes. Guilty Gear is a fighting game that's based off of like rock, it's based off of rock bands.
You know the band Testament?
Yeah, man. I almost had a metal phase. All the characters in Guilty Gear are based off of actual like heavy metal bands. Like there's a character named Slayer. Slayer. There's Ino. She's cool.
What band is Ino off of?
She's based off of the guitarist. Something Eno. Forget the guy's name. But yeah, Guilty Gear.
Brian Eno.
Yeah, it's based on Brian Eno.
No.
100%. Look it up. Guilty Gear is super cool. All of the characters are based off of either bands or band names or musicians.
And Wilson is based off of the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson.
Yep. 100%. Watch, you're gonna fall into a Guilty Gear hole, and then you're gonna be wanting to run sets later. I bet you $100. Yeah, Eddie is based off Eddie Van Halen.
There's so many names here. How?
Yep.
Biking,
dog.
What is that based off of?
Something. I don't remember them all, dude. I just know some of them. Guilty Gear is the realest, dude. Look up Guilty Gear history, man. It's fascinating stuff. Yeah, man. My two favorite characters were Eddie and Testament. Testament rules, dude. Slayer's a good one too. And Faust is a good one that's named after a band. Also, what was her name? Dizzy? It's named. It's not after Dizzy Gillespie. I know that. That's weird. But it's named after something.
Named after something.
Hashtag look up Guilty Gear. So this is funny news, and I may have to veto you on this one. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition adds E Honda, one of the original World Warriors, Lucia from, I think, Final Fight, and Poison from Final Fight.
Well, I own a Honda CRV, so I think we can talk about this.
Thank you. So, E Honda is one of the original 8 World Warriors. That is Ryu, Ken, Blanca, Chun-Li, Guile.
And Blanca is the green dude.
Yeah, he's my favorite. Blanca rules.
Yeah. And who's the stretchy arms Mackenzie?
Thank you. Dawson.
Thank you.
And then we have to mention the 4 Heavenly Kings, which is Bison, Vega, Balrog, and
Vega is the one with the scratchy arms.
Yeah,
the knives.
Yeah, he's Cat Scratch Fever.
Okay.
So this announcement was supposed to come out in EVO. Like they do announcements after fighting game tournaments. Yeah. The person wins. Congratulations. Here's an announcement. But this was leaked like a week before EVO, and the person who manages like the marketing or just manages like he's the public face of Capcom, kind of the company that makes Street Fighter, was depressed. He was distraught because he was like, man, we have nothing to show now. This is a bad look. Capcom's trying to do better, and he's just so sad. And it's and the crowd had to like cheer him up to go on stage because he felt so bad about it. And that's Yoshinori Ono. He's a nice, cool guy. Blanca's his favorite too, so I like him. He's a cute little Japanese guy who loves fighting games. Shouts out to Ono, dude. You did a good job. And we have one last bit of fighting game news, which is Tekken 7, which is Zafina comes back, I think, from like Tekken 6. And we got a new character named Leroy Smith. Have you seen a picture of Leroy?
Leroy?
It's literally an old version of Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. And no one's made this joke. And I'm the only one who seems to be catching on to that. Maybe because I'm old and super old, because Last Dragon is from like the 70s. But the guy's name is Leroy Smith. He has giant dragons on his outfit. He looks like a Bruce Leroy just kept going. And this is how old he is now. He has these sick, like, silver dreads. And he has these shades on with a gold chain. The guy looks boss, dog.
Like a boss.
Like a boss. Buy Tekken 7, guys. It's the best fighting game out right now. It's so weird. It has Negan from The Walking Dead. Just a lot of crazy stuff going on. Okay. So we have some movie news. And we're still under yay or nay rules. So we have to get through this. So that was the fighting game break.
Here we go.
Okay, you ready? I may have to veto this one. The Crisis of Infinite Earths, which is going to be the CW's kind of annual big, all their shows come together in one big extravaganza. It's actually going to include Black Lightning, which it but kind of kept separate, and they're going to cast Kevin Conroy, the original voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series, to play Bruce Wayne.
Now, isn't No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
You're thinking of Conway Twitty.
No, I'm thinking of the guy from Entourage.
No, not Kevin. Not Matt Dillon. I don't know.
Not Kevin Dillon.
Not Kevin Dillon. But that's a big deal because Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series.
What about Peter Weller?
He was in Dark Knight Returns and it doesn't count. He's no Kevin Conroy.
But he's Peter Weller.
Peter Weller is cool. I take nothing away from Peter Weller, but he's not the quintessential voice of Batman. That's Kevin Conroy.
Okay, story checks out.
Thank you. All I wanted to talk about. Batman the Animated Series rules. I'm so happy Kevin's going to actually get an acting gig as Bruce Wayne. I doubt he puts the suit on. Don't go crazy. The guy's like 85 years old, 90 years old. But what this does do, it gives me hope that there's going to be some kind of Batman Beyond thing that they're going to do with it, which would be super cool. If they start doing live action Batman Beyond, that would be awesome. But that would overshadow their Batwoman thing, which I don't think they're going to do. But I don't know. It could happen.
Or they bring back Constantine.
Constantine's already back, dude.
No way.
He's on Legends of Tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, the guy who's, the ABC show, Constantine, was super good.
Yeah.
That actor reprised the role, and he's playing Constantine on another one of the CW shows.
What?
Yeah, super cool. Yeah. He's still working.
Por qué?
Dios mío. So I put this on the document.
I gotta watch this.
You have to watch it now. Watch an episode. Treat yourself. So Marlon Wayans is making a Netflix show called The Sextuplets. Have you seen this trailer?
No, I haven't.
I just need to see, before we can even talk about it, I need to just see a still of what this is about. You'll already know what it's about the moment you look at it. Just take 10 seconds to look at it.
Oh, it's the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Why would they do so? Okay.
Exactly. This is why I put it on the docket.
The Wayans brothers have this thing locked in where they go, you know what was really funny? That one thing.
The Nutty Professor.
A movie that's even funnier than that.
But we take it up to 11.
Yeah.
Why would you do this in this day of age? Why? Why is this? How did this get greenlit?
Now, out of all the Wayans brothers,
why Marlon's fine.
Marlon is the craziest one that would have done that. Is of course he's the one that's doing this.
Yes, of course. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Sean. It's not going to be Damon. It's not going to be Keaton.
What's Damon doing?
He was on Lethal Weapon. It just got canceled.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He was too old for this.
Whatever happened to my wife and kids, folks?
Hey, that was a good show. His son had a big ass head.
Yeah. Or Major Payne.
I just saw somebody cosplaying as Major Payne. That gave me a chuckle.
Yeah. 2 Tubby. 3 Tubby.
Oh man, that's a good. Shout outs to Major Payne. Go watch Major Payne, especially the scene where he pop locks. Getting it, Doug.
Or I like when he opens up his soda.
So, winner.
You better believe I tried so many times to do that.
It's impossible, Doug. You have to be Major Payne, dude.
But I am. I'm Cadet Payne. Come on.
I'm Lieutenant Payne, Doug.
Lieutenant Payne.
Lieutenant Dan. So I don't know who these two guys are, Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, but they want to do a Dungeons and Dragons TV show.
Okay.
How do you approach that?
Okay.
How do you approach that?
It depends what they mean, because there is like some background of Dungeons and Dragons movies that have been made in the past, which have all been garbage.
Lean into the mic on that one.
Yes. So why people would go like, let's pick up this garbage and see if we can make some treasure out of it. I can understand why. I bet they're going to try to, like, Game of Thrones is over with, so these nerds are going to need something else. Yeah. So,
I mean, everyone's trying to fill that gap, right?
Yes, but they're not going to do it. But
I think, yeah.
What they should do is what I've seen other shows do, which is, like, it's people playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they either add, like, animated sequences showing like the characters doing stuff. Do something like that, and then have like rotating comedians coming on stage. But there's already like 4 or 5 shows that do that, and I don't watch it.
It's like if you were to approach this super serious, like there's no game, like it's just you're in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. I think that's a bad approach. Like you were saying, there was a show called The Guild. Remember that with Felicia Day?
Yeah.
where they would play Dungeons and Dragons, but it would
The
show
Guild,
both
Harmontown.
Harmontown, Critical Role. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I think if you did that but on a super budget, like Game of Thrones budget, it would be kind of cool. You have the comedy side of the actual people showing up to play D&D. Then you fast cut to the live action, actual interactions between the fake character of the D&D characters. I think that balance would be really fun on a giant Game of Thrones level scale with like all the money in the world and all the graphics and effects. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and I remember as a kid spending hours watching a Robot Chicken play D&D. With Chris Perkins, who is like one of my, like, I used to idolize Chris Perkins because he just gets to play D&D all day and gets paid for it.
Not fair.
Yeah, but I can imagine that being like a Twilight Zone episode curse of like, you want it, you can have it.
Yeah. You want it? You want a donut? How about all the donuts in the world? He's still going.
All the donuts.
All the donuts. It's just Homer as just a blob with little arms swinging.
Yep.
Good stuff. Guillermo del Toro is being honored with his first and only star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Nice.
5 stars.
Not much to say about that. Just noise. Guy deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird and interesting. Apparently, Amazon's developing an Event Horizon TV series. What the hell?
Yeah, I watched a video about Event Horizon recently, which was pretty interesting.
Did you watch the Ryan Hollister video?
No, this was like Epic Bad Good Flick channel.
Oh, okay.
Like 10 minutes, and it talked about how pretty much the director tried to get his director's cut out there, but all the footage is pretty much ruined.
Yeah, that's sad. Like this is all the director's cut stuff got ruined, like in like a tsunami or something weird.
Yeah, and also Pandorum is supposed to be like a spiritual successor.
Yeah, Event Horizon, which is one of my favorite horror movies because it's so wacky.
Yeah,
is one of those films that can be adapted to a TV series well, because it's just the ship. I don't want to spoil anybody who doesn't know what an Event Horizon is and wants to watch the movie. Like pretty much the premise is that the ship was gone for 5 years. A spaceship just it figured out faster than light black hole travel. It just disappeared out of existence for like 5 years. The ship just shows back up out of nowhere. Where's the ship been? Is the hook for the movie, and of course, horror
hook keeps bringing you back.
Yep, and of course, horror wackiness ensues. So for them to do a TV show based off it, one need a hell of a budget, but not really. You build one set; it's just the set. It's just the ship, right?
Just make everything dark enough, and
you're good. Just hide it with darkness, and I think it would be successful. Just hopefully, because Amazon is okay with blood, guts, and gore. If you watch The Boys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm really excited for it. I'm just like, go for it. Show me a trailer. I'm super excited. And last bit of news is that Andy Serkis has been tabbed to direct the Venom 2 sequel. He says that it's going to be unlike anything you've seen in the cinema. Can you skip this one? Or do we have to talk about it?
I don't know. I think Andy Serkis directed another movie recently.
I can't think of anything he's directed.
Schindler?
I don't know. I'll talk about Venom while you look it up.
Okay. Venom is a thing.
Venom's a thing, and sadly, no matter how much I hated the first movie, it's going to be a thing because Venom almost made $1 billion, so there'll be idiots to not make another one. But that being said, I don't know. I just hope this time around it has more ties to Spider-Man. I actually hope that.
Yeah, he directed Breathe.
Okay.
Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle.
Okay.
And Venom 2.
Damn. So gives you a clear understanding that why they picked him, because probably no one else would do it. I just hope that this movie has more ties to Spider-Man. I hope that Venom actually swings this time, or climbs walls, or does anything that's remotely Venom-like.
Don't get your hopes up there.
Don't get your hopes up, bud. But I can't do anything. I've already screamed at the moon about this movie, and apparently my screams weren't heard because the movie's made $1 billion. People saw the name Venom and just gave their money, and not really understanding that it's not going to have Spider-Man. It's not going to have anything related to Spider-Man. But whatever, it exists, and Andy Serkis has put his name on it, so we'll have to see how it goes. And that is the news. That's a big fat news week. What are you looking forward to?
I like to point out that I'm still reading books, trying to keep my mind fresh, and it seemed to be tied in with watching Star Trek. So maybe we can make a theory that Star Trek makes people want to read more.
Good. I'll support that.
And yeah, I got pretty much done with that. I got nothing really else going on in my brain. What's going on with you?
You're reading intellectual books that stimulate the mind and imagination. I'm reading as well. I'm reading comic books. I'm going to still following the House of X and Powers of X that are being released, so I can do the MOTN reads. I'm doing a weekly YouTube channel or YouTube video series, channeling my hot takes and quick reviews of those books. So I'm very excited to get the new issue and read that, and give you guys my idea and give you my suggestion on if to buy it or not. So I'm very excited to keep that going because comics are awesome, and you should be supporting your local comic book store if available. Do you have any final thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah. Yeah, check me out on social media, Trash Monk the Third, Trash Monk III. There's always the possibility of me creating a website in the future, but I don't know. I don't got time for that.
Hey, man, you got to make time, bre. And also follow us on Twitter, which is @MNerdiverse. We just crossed the threshold of 1,700 followers. So I'm very excited for that. Welcome to the Nerdiverse. If this is your first time hearing this podcast, and if you want to support us monetarily, you can always do so on Patreon. We have a Patreon /MOTN, where at the low cost of $1 a month, you can help this channel continue to grow and rise like a New York bagel. But if you wanted to support us non-monetarily, you can always do so by liking our posts, liking our content, by following us on your preferred way to imbibe podcast, or subscribing to our channel so that you're always made privy of our new content. And I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.